Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over how MBTI personalities react to rejection. Make sure to watch each one and find out which personalities are good at handling rejection. Each personality type reacts to rejection in a different way, and we have described it in each one of the 16 personality types. Find out how they do it and determine how you can use this knowledge in reaching personal growth and self-improvement. Here is how MBTI personalities react to rejection. Number 1. ISTJ. Depending on the circumstance, ISTJs frequently look for a solution to whatever went wrong. They will attempt to stand back and consider the reasons for the rejection. If they believe they made a mistake, they will put forth a lot of effort to correct it. The ISTJ is extremely capable of dismissing the rejection if they realize that they didn't do anything wrong. Number 2. ISFJ. Because ISFJs put a lot of effort into assisting others, rejection can be unpleasant to them. They put a lot of effort into whatever they do and genuinely want to make others happy. When someone rejects an ISFJ, they could initially place the blame on themselves and internalize the experience. They will recover eventually, especially if a close friend or relative did not reject them. The ISFJ will frequently strive to find a solution to the problem and restore harmony if the person who rejected them is someone they care about a lot. Number 3. ESTJ. Because ESTJs are natural-born leaders, they frequently find rejection to be highly upsetting. They appreciate efficiency, therefore it might be unpleasant if they are accused of not doing a good job. It can actually have quite a profound impact on them if someone rejects them or their ability. They usually try to make things better, but if they are unsuccessful, they could grow irate. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ESFJ. Depending on who has rejected them, ESFJs frequently respond to rejection in different ways. The ESFJ will experience some level of anguish if someone they care for profoundly rejects them. They typically internalize the rejection and try to figure out what went wrong. ESFJs have a great deal of love for the people in their lives, and they frequently go above and beyond to make things right. Number 5. INFJ. Rejection may be quite difficult for INFJs because they are frequently very picky about who they accept into their surroundings. Very few individuals even get the chance to reject them because they frequently won't be open enough to most people. If an INFJ confides in someone they care about and that person rejects them, it hurts a lot. The INFJ views letting someone in as a gift, thus rejecting that gift would be a grave offense to them. The INFJ needs to hold on to their optimism and recognize that there are other individuals out there who will truly value them and their connection. Number 6. INFP. Since INFPs are frequently highly private individuals, they could find it difficult to network. They typically worry about being rejected, which might make them withdraw from social situations. Being rejected can be difficult for INFPs because of how deeply rooted their emotions are. When INFPs open up to someone, rejection can leave them feeling quite disappointed, especially since they have probably already raised their expectations for the future by quite a bit. The best course of action for an INFP who has been injured by someone is to maintain their optimism and self-assurance, and to recognize that this person isn't intended to be in their life in the way INFPs envision it. Number 7. ENFJ. ENFJs are dedicated workers who care deeply about supporting those around them. It can be quite traumatic for them to feel rejected by someone. They genuinely find it difficult to bear when they feel as though someone is rejecting their help since they want to make others happy. They undoubtedly take rejection fairly seriously because of their incessant urge to make other people happy. When ENFJs are feeling rejected, it is ideal for them to become closer to the many individuals who value their skills and effort. Number 8. ENFP. Since ENFPs tend to be fairly sensitive and introspective, rejection can be difficult for them to handle. They may have high expectations for others because they want people to accept them for who they are. They will eventually internalize this unhappiness and might even put the blame on themselves. An ENFP merely needs time to get over this rejection and a variety of diversions to keep them going. When they are rejected by others, ENFPs typically struggle because of their kind of compassionate hearts, but they will eventually recover. Number 9. ISTP. ISTPs are fairly adept at avoiding rejection because they tend not to engage with many people. An ISTP may be affected by someone's rejection if they have embraced them and care for them sincerely. They frequently make an effort to assess the issue and determine the cause of the rejection. Once they have accomplished this, they will be able to advance. Number 10. ISFP. Despite being very inward-looking and private, ISFPs have a difficult time accepting criticism. They don't often let themselves be vulnerable to others, thus rejection can be really painful for them. Once the ISFP realizes that rejection is a part of life, they will eventually be able to get past their unhappiness. Number 11. ESTP. In fact, ESTPs are quite distressed if a loved one rejects them in any way. They frequently excel at ignoring the advice of total strangers and may even find it hilarious when those strangers reject them. ESTPs may react strongly when people they care about are rejected. They could get rather frustrated as they repeatedly try to understand why it happened. Number 12. ESFP. Being rejected is difficult for ESFPs a lot of the time, especially given their need to be liked by others. If they keep themselves occupied, they might be able to find a way to ignore the rejection. They will do better to get close to the people who care about them rather than obsessing on the one who rejected them. Number 13. INTJ. Depending on how emotionally involved they are in the person's opinion, INTJs respond to rejection in different ways. They won't be bothered by this if the INTJ's rejection comes from someone they don't respect or trust. They are frequently adept at avoiding the truth of rejection since they do not take the opinions of others seriously. If the INTJ values the person rejecting them, they might spend some time to try to comprehend what went wrong. For a while, it will be upsetting. But eventually, the INTJ will do best to look ahead. If they believe it to be absolutely essential, they are good at letting go of someone. Number 14. INTP. Especially when it comes to rejection, INTPs have a propensity to repress their emotions. If they ignore their feelings for too long, this may lead them to act out later in unhealthy ways. INTPs frequently have a very hard exterior, although their emotions are quite intense. They don't often take chances, so when they do, rejection can be very unpleasant for them. Before they take the time to logically analyze the circumstance, it might be a setback to their confidence for a short while. To go forward and take more chances in the future, INTPs must learn to embrace their feelings. Number 15. ENTJ. Even though ENTJs are highly knowledgeable people who frequently value reasoning above feelings, they can nonetheless experience rejection's negative effects. An ENTJ could find it distressing if someone they care about and trust rejects them. An ENTJ can find it quite hurtful when someone turns them down since they value loyalty very highly. They might make an effort to figure out what caused the rejection and whether it can be resolved. The ENTJ will be able to move on and consider the future if it appears that the individual is just acting irrationally. Number 16. ENTP. ENTPs frequently possess the capacity to recognize that rejection is an unavoidable aspect of life. As a result, the ENTP makes an effort to take something positive away from these experiences in order to develop. Since they hate being still for too long, they view every chance as an opportunity to develop and learn more. Even if they don't explicitly state it to others, ENTPs regularly take time to dwell on the issue. Although it might be unpleasant at first, ENTP will rapidly be able to move on and get over it. These videos will be really helpful for you.